Hello everyone, this is Assad Mammud and you're watching The Common Ground. Today I want to react to one of Muhammad Hijab's latest video in which he's talking about the number of Muslims in the European continent and he's drawing some conclusion out of it. We will see what are those conclusions and then I will react to it. According to me, Muhammad Hijab is a radical Islamist, one of those Islamists who want to impose Islam on everybody regardless of their own religious preferences. They want to impose Sharia law in the Western countries. They want to just eliminate the Western lifestyle, Western liberties. They want to destroy all of it, and they are here for that. And I'm against it. I don't like it as a moderate cultural Muslim. I don't like it. I have all kind of freedoms in the West. No one is stopping me from going to the mosque or the club. No, it comes to my own free will, which path I will take. So that is how Allah will like to check its own people. So that is what my belief is. And I don't believe in restrictive imposition of religion on anyone. So let's watch the video and then I will react to it.
Our numbers are massive. There's 50 million Muslims in Europe. There's more Muslims in Europe than there are in some Muslim majority countries. If all the Muslims in Europe were one country, it would be one of the biggest Muslim countries in the world. That's the truth.
There is 50 million Muslim in Europe and then there are 2 billion Muslim in the whole world. 2 billion Muslims of the whole world are basically 25% of the total population, and their whole countries are in shambles, in total chaos, destruction, despair. Apart from a few Muslim developed countries, all of the Muslim world is in total shambles and chaos. What you would find in Muslim countries: sectarian violence, jihadist violence, Islamic extremism, restrictive laws, no human rights, no proper democracy. What do you find in those countries? And what about the scientific development, sports? What about technological development? What about space exploration? Who is doing that? Only the developed countries are doing that. What are the Muslims doing? They are only focusing on hating non-Muslims. The total focus of radical Islamists and radical Muslims is on hating non-Muslims. And when they have got all of the Muslims in one country, then they will start to hate other sects of Islam. For example, in my own country, Pakistan, majority of the people are Muslims, 98% Muslim people there. What are they doing? They don't have any non-Muslims to kill. Then they are just killing each other. Sunni Muslims are killing Shia Muslims, and both of them together killing Ahmadi Muslims. What is happening in my country? Total chaos. Who is working on human rights? Who is working on science and technology? Who is working on sports? There is nothing. No one is talking about that. No one is working on those things. And what about music, drama, arts? Who is working on that? No one. You would not find any such things in most of the Muslim countries. Why? Because they are totally focused on hating non-Muslims, and when they are total Muslims in one country, then they will hate each other because of the sectarian violence and sectarian differences. I'm not against Islam. I'm myself a Muslim, but I don't want Islam or Sharia as the state authority or state legal law. I want law and religion to be separated. Now in Western countries, law and the religion is totally two different things. State can make any kind of rules and then they can impose all of the rules regardless of the religious preference of any person. So that is what I want. Everyone should be treated equally under that law. I don't want one law that will treat non-Muslim differently and Muslim differently. I don't want that. I want to live in an equal society. I don't want to live like these radical Islamists are planning to do. I don't want to live like that. And I'm very happy the way I'm living right now. No one is forcing me to do anything. If I have to do something, I will do it according to my own free wish and will. And then this person is planning, oh, if we bring more Muslim, quantity doesn't always mean quality. The number of people in the developed world is only 1.2 billion, and that is only 15% of the whole world population. So developed countries are only 15% of the whole world, whereas Muslims are 25% of the whole world. And where these Muslims are immigrating to? All of these Muslims want to live in Western countries because of the freedoms, because of the development, progress, productivity, science, technology, and the beautiful lifestyle they offer. All of these Muslims want to immigrate to 15% of the countries. Now, this is a very cunning way of taking over a country. Like you immigrate to a developed country and then you increase your number and then try to take over. You get your people elected in the parliament and then bring those laws that will help you to take over those countries. And that is what radical Muslims are doing. They are bringing their own radical friends here in the Western countries, and then they're trying to take over these countries through the parliamentary process. And what about the Muslim countries? They want to run away from them because of those preferences that you have. In Muslim countries, you are only focused on hating each other. In Muslim countries, you are only playing by sectarian rules, sectarian violence, hating non-Muslims, blasphemy laws. All of those things are going on in Muslim countries. What are you doing? And then you want to move to these developed, beautiful Western countries, which are created by these non-Muslims who love life, who love each other, who want to create humanitarian societies where everyone is treated equally. These societies have been built by Christians, non Muslims, who prefer life over every other thing, who prefer people over every other thing, who prefer human rights over every other thing. They don't care about your religion. You can come to these countries regardless of your religious preferences. They will welcome you. But what are you doing? These kind of radical Islamists are just teaching and preaching other Muslims to hate non-Muslims. That is their first step. When Muslims are immigrating to a country which is non-Muslim, the first step should be to think positive about them. And these Muslims, basically they have to go to mosque to do their mandatory prayers. And in the mosque, these kind of preachers, radical Islamists, try to make them hate non-Muslims. That is what these people are doing. I'm sorry, I don't like it.
If all the Muslims in Europe were one country, it would be in the top 10 or top 15 biggest Muslim countries in the world. It would be a big country. We're big people. So that means we need to start acting.
If you want to destroy the whole European continent, definitely give the power to these Muslims, radical Islamists. They will bring the European continent back to where the Syria is today or where Afghanistan is today. This is what they will do because they only focus on hate, hate and just hate.
Acting like the Muslim community have to become the consequence. Make them think, okay, well, if we mess around with this community, what's going to happen? We have to.
Yeah, this is the preaching that you are getting. You should become the consequence. Muslim community should become the consequence. So non-Muslims should not mess with Muslims because Muslims are bullies. This is the face of Islam that these radical Islamists are portraying. My Islam was not like that. My Islam was very peaceful. I am a peaceful guy. I am living in a Christian populated area. Majority of people here are Christians and they greet me. They treat me really well. Everyone is very friendly. They help me a lot. My neighbors help me a lot. I have no problem with anyone and I greet them back and I'm very happy living among them. No problem. These radical Islamists are hungry for power and they hate Western civilization. The West has to wake up.
Start acting as if we have the upper hand because we do. وَكَلِمَةُ اللَّهِ الْعُلْيَا, as the Quran says. The word of Allah, it's high. The reason why the Salaf, the early generations, were so successful in spreading Islam across the world was because they had this immense amount of courage backed by this immense amount of tawakkul, which means reliance on Allah. You realize that, look, I'm doing this for the sake of Allah and it is what it is. Whatever happens, happens. Confident, then I would consider that to be an advantage, frankly. The one who's willing to commit suicide has the initiative.
The clear thing is that he's just saying that for the sake of Allah, hate non-Muslims, bully non-Muslims, and kill them if you have to, and kill yourself in the process if you have to. So this is what he's trying to say. This is a purely message of hate. If Muslims are influenced by his lecture, what are they gonna do? They will take the initiative, as he said. They will do individually such kind of things which are destructive for the whole society. Bondi Beach terrorist was influenced by such kind of radical imam. So what are these people doing in the Western countries, and why Western countries are allowing such kind of radical Islamists? I'm a very peaceful Muslim. I want to integrate, I want to assimilate, I want to live like everyone in the Western countries. I love the Western lifestyle because it gives me freedom to do whatever I want to. If I have to be pious, I will become pious out of my own free will. No one is forcing me to. If Islamic laws are imposed on everyone, then you don't have free will to do anything else. Where's the judgment of God? These people are trying to play God. They're trying to judge people in this world, which is totally wrong. It is wrong on many levels. I just want to say at the end that Western countries should wake up and do something about these radical Islamists. They are a danger for Western society. They are a danger for moderate Muslims. They are a danger for everyone. Radical Islamists are dangerous for everyone. They are no good for productivity and progress of any country. That is why they were expelled from Saudi as well. They were expelled from Dubai as well. Radical Islamists are no good for even Muslim countries. I hope you like my message. Thank you very much and I'll see you in the next video.